Preeti stopped in her tracks, her eyes wide with wonder. At a small stall in the Kali Puja fair, she saw the most stunning handmade crafts. Tiny bamboo baskets, elegant lampshades, and beautiful home decor items. She couldn't believe such beauty could come from such humble hands. It was Kali Puja time, the grandest celebration of the year in their power plant township. The air pulsed with excitement. Loudspeakers played old and new filmy songs. Colorful lights sparkled from every corner. 14-year-old Preeti had grown up here. As a little girl, she visited this fair every evening, holding her parents' hands, munching on jalebis, and going home with a bright balloon. Now, in class 9, she had outgrown the crowd, but still made it a point to visit at least once every year. And that's how she met Meena, a shy girl, barely 12, helping her mother sell handcrafted items at that little stall. Their clothes were faded, their hands rough, but their art was pure magic. Preeti couldn't stop admiring the details, the neat weaving, the symmetry, the soft glow of care in each piece. When she learned that Meena was from a nearby village called Sonadih, she noted down her address before leaving. That night, curiosity made Preeti search online for similar bamboo handicrafts, and what she found left her amazed. The same kinds of items were being sold for 3 to 5 times the price. An idea sparked in her mind. A small dream began to take shape. A few days later, while the puja holidays were still on, Preeti, her friends Shruti and Mohit set out for Sonadih. The village was quiet and clean. The mud houses were neatly plastered and decorated with hand-painted floral designs. The courtyards were spotless, freshly coated with wet clay, and the air smelled of earth and simplicity. In Meena's courtyard, they saw stacks of bamboo sticks, half-finished crafts drying in the sun, and a few unsold items piled in a corner. Meena's mother explained that many families in the village made such handicrafts, but they earned barely enough to make ends meet. That's when Preeti spoke of her idea, forming a self-help group and selling the crafts online. Meena's mother hesitated. "But we're not educated," she said softly. "How can we manage all that?" Meena then brought 3 of her school friends, students from classes 9 and 10. They didn't know computers, but they were quick learners with smartphones. Within days, 2 more families joined. Together, they formed a small group, Meena Handicrafts. Preeti's father, who knew the local bank manager, helped them get a small loan under a rural skill development scheme. With that money, they bought better tools, varnish, and packaging materials. Preeti's cousin, a computer science student, helped them build a simple mobile app. Soon, the village students began uploading details of their crafts for online sale. Preeti used to visit the village on weekends. Within a month, Meena Handicrafts received its first online orders. Gradually, their products began selling not only through the app, but also on popular e-commerce platforms. Preeti was thrilled. Then, like every determined student, she turned her focus back to her studies, preparing hard for her board exams. 3 years passed. Preeti completed her 12th with flying colors, a proud 94%. She also achieved her dream, admission into B.Tech in computer science at a prestigious institute. Before leaving for college, she decided to visit Sonadih once more, and what she saw there left her speechless. The village had transformed. Solar-powered lights now glowed on bamboo poles along the lanes. Several homes had cemented walls and painted exteriors. Children were attending school regularly. Meena's family greeted her with warm smiles. She was informed Meena Handicrafts had been making decent profits. A few more self-help groups were formed, all doing roaring business. Their crafts were now being sold, not only online, but also in the stores at nearby cities. A few young men from the village had become full-time agents, helping expand their reach and business. Preeti looked around. The same simple homes, the same humble people. Yet everything seemed brighter, fuller of life. The artisans had always possessed talent. They only needed a small push, a spark of encouragement. That spark had come from her. And she realized thousands of villages across India only need that same small push, that same belief. It was never just about money. It was about pride, dignity, and community spirit. The villagers had built their own future, together. As Preeti stood in that familiar courtyard, she felt her eyes moisten. Who could have imagined that a few bamboo sticks and one small idea could transform an entire village? Sometimes, dreams don't begin in big cities or glass offices. Sometimes they begin in the quiet corners of small villages, in the hands of people who believe in themselves, and in the heart of one girl who dared to believe in them.